I'm under a lot of pressure, and I know most men are under a lot of pressure. This is something that most men will never say out loud. Most men will never say that they're depressed. Most men will just say that they're under pressure. Financial pressure, identity pressure, expectation pressure, and we're pretending that we're fine. A lot of men wake up every day with a knot in their chest, not because we're weak, but because we feel behind financially, behind in status, behind in life, and nobody has trained us on what to do when we feel behind. Nobody's trained us on what to do. So today I'm going to talk to you about 3 things that we can do in the midst of this struggle and this pressure that we're dealing with that can hopefully boost us up. We're trained to provide, we're trained to endure, and we're trained to keep our mouth shut while we're going through. But nobody explained what happens when your efforts doesn't match your expectations. So let's talk about it. Number 1, the financial pressure feels personal. Financial pressure feels personal. When a man struggles financially, it doesn't just hit his bank account, it hits his identity. Is your rent high? If your rent is high, if your car payment feels heavy, if your gas tank costs more than it should, if you look at your paycheck and it's already spent, that doesn't just feel inconvenient, it feels like failure. You start comparing yourself. You see another man respected by his peers. You see someone traveling. You see someone buying property. You see someone calm, and you start asking yourself, what is the right thing to do and what am I doing wrong? The question can either sharpen you or it can slowly break you. Because when a man feels like he can't provide at the level he believes he should, his confidence shifts. He becomes quieter, more irritable, more withdrawn, more sensitive to the disrespect. Not because he's fragile, but because his internal scoreboard says he's losing. Here's the truth most men don't want to hear. Provision is not only money, provision is stability, provision is leadership, provision is emotional control, provision is problem solving. Money matters for most men. It does. Money is a scoreboard keeper for most men, but control matters more. And control starts with the small wins. If you're under pressure, the move isn't to panic. The move is to reduce your burn rate and increase your skill stack. Cut one unnecessary expense. Add one monetizable skill. Make one uncomfortable call. Momentum rebuilds identity, not hype, but execution. Building dreams with slow results. Let's talk about ambition. A lot of men have a vision. A lot of men want influence, impact, freedom, and ownership. But vision without traction creates frustration. You post content, you build something, you work late, you sacrifice, and the results move slower than your imagination. The gap is dangerous because your results are slow and doubt starts to creep in. You start questioning your path. You start questioning your talent. You start questioning whether you're delusional. This thing that you're believing for and asking for isn't showing up. You've been putting in the work day in and day out, and you're still in the same situation. This is where most men quit. Other men pivot every 2 weeks, but discipline is staying when the applause is silent. If you've ever had a viral moment, then watch momentum slow, you know the emotional crash that comes after. The spike feels like validation. The silence feels like rejection. But consistency beats spikes. A man rebuilding control does not chase dopamine. He builds systems. He chooses a lane. He sharpens his voice. He speaks to a specific problem. That's what we're doing here on the Veracious Podcast. My goal for my audience and my guys is to speak to a specific problems that we're dealing with because I want you to remain encouraged. I know it's not easy. These aren't normal times that we're in. You're not failing. The things that we're dealing with now, our parents didn't have to deal with because of the way the economy is, the cost of everything. The amount of money needed to just survive on an average life has changed exponentially. And that's where we start solving problems and we start solving something real. That's how we gain traction, and traction will stabilize us. That's how traction stabilizes. Fear of being average. Now let's go deeper. The thing most men won't admit is this. They're afraid of being average because who wants to be average in a system that we know where abundance is limitless? We want to be able to at least pay our bills, come home, and live a comfortable life. We don't have to always take over the world, but we do desire a comfortable life. And our average becomes impact when we don't have the talent. They're afraid of dying with unused potential. They're afraid of watching other men live boldly while they survive quietly. Fear can motivate you or it can poison you. If your ambition is driven by ego, you will always feel behind. There's always someone richer, stronger. There will always be someone richer, stronger, more visible. But if your ambition is driven by purpose, comparison loses power. Purpose is private. Ego is public. You have to decide which one is leading you, because chasing public validation will exhaust you. Building private discipline will strengthen who you are. So what do you actually need? Men don't need more quotes. They need clarity. We need a plan. We need permission to admit that under pressure without feeling weak is okay. So here's the reset. If you feel behind financially, create a 90-day stabilization plan. If you feel stuck in your dreams, commit to consistency instead of virality. If you fear being average, define success privately before chasing it publicly. Stop measuring your life against highlight reels. Measure it against yesterday. Are you sharper than you were 30 days ago? Are you more disciplined? Are you more controlled? Are you building something that compounds? That's the real metric. If you guys would like for me to post a 90-day or 60-day or 30-day plan for you, I'd be happy to post that on my Facebook page, something that you can potentially download or screenshot in order to give you some type of strategic plan to get out of the situation that you're dealing with. Comment down below, I need a plan, and I would be more than happy to develop a PDF for you guys to give you a better understanding of the next moves you can make in the next 30 days that can help give you a real sense of purpose again, because this life is hard. This life was never designed to be easy, but when your win comes, and your win will come, you will be happy that you stayed the course. I want you guys to remain encouraged, keep your head up, don't lose focus. I know it's not easy, but your boy is here. Check in with me in the comments, hit me in the DMs. I know we're all going through. Let's start a community. Let's talk. Let's have a real dialogue about what's actually happening in our lives. I really appreciate you guys sticking with me. Thank you for all the support, and I look forward to seeing you guys again. Take care. Peace.